In this video, we're gonna give you a tutorial how to do a pull focus and zoom at the same time with using the iPhone 7. As we all know, the iPhone 7 has a great camera, takes great 4K video, and even for pictures is great. But now we're gonna show you is how we can do the zoom focus. So what you're gonna do is you gotta use a nice video camera such as Filmic Pro, where you gotta pull out this little arrow. You tap on the arrow to bring out a menu. Click on the farthest one to the right, a little plus icon, the magnifying glass with the plus icon. And once you click on that, you're gonna get the zoom control, so you can zoom in and zoom out. In between the zoom buttons, there are 3 blank dots. Now on these dots, you can record until when do you want to zoom. So for example, for my last stop, if you have 3 different stops, let's say I want to zoom here, is the farthest I'll go, and then my first zoom step will be the widest position, and you can lock that in. So it's a 1-time zoom or a 1, that's the beginning position, so that's how the starting point is 1. And when I press the 2.1, the 2-time zoom, it's gonna zoom in automatically for me. Now if you wanna zoom in faster or slower, all we have to do is tap and hold on that magnifying glass again, and you're gonna get on the left side a scroll bar, and here you can control the speed of the zoom. So we can see it's nice and slow to make it dramatic, but if you're in a hurry, you need to quickly zoom in another place, you could just raise it up and zoom quicker. Alright, so we're gonna put it down because we gotta get as smooth as we can, and in order to do that we need to be slow. Alright, there you go. This is a pretty reasonable speed. Alright, so we're gonna tap back out. I have my exposure lock because I don't want it to change drastically. As we see, the ambient line keeps changing. Also, I'm focusing on a dark object. It's a black lens, so it's gonna affect the aperture, so I want to keep it low. So from this app, once you have your 2 settings, your widest point and the zoom point that you want to lock into, all you gotta do is when you're zooming in, you gotta step away from the camera, and when you're zooming out, you want to step in. So you're gonna go the opposite direction that the zoom is going. Alright, so I'm gonna get up close to the camera because I'm at the widest point, and I'm gonna zoom in. But physically the camera is gonna step back. So this is best done with a rail or a tripod, but I'm gonna show you just by hand. Alright, here we go, and I'm gonna hit that 2-time zoom and slowly step back. There we go. You see how the background closes in on you because you're zooming in, but the lens doesn't change shape. So I'm gonna do again the opposite. I'm gonna get closer with the camera, but at the same time it's gonna automatically zoom out for me. There we go. The more things you have on the background, the better the effect is gonna look. So here we go, zooming in and stepping back at the same time, and I'm going all the way up to 3-time zoom. Here we go. And the goal is to keep the lens the same size. Don't change the size of the lens. So you want to keep the lens the same size, and that will help keep the effect even more. So it looks like everything around is changing, and the object never changes. Aspect ratio, that's what creates the effect.